first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 6. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, 55 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
It got his man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Washington first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down, Washington.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
To Bryce Love.
Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray now. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, good luck, offenses. You've got to identify where Isaiah Simmons is going to play on every snap, and sometimes he's going to rush the passer. But how about that play? Back in the secondary, getting an interception, and we saw that ability at Clemson. Sometimes he played as a pure safety and came off the hash in 2-deep coverage and made the...
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it 2nd and 7.
14.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And then from the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep, and this will be caught at the 30.
Come on now, come on.
Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
For the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Drake.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Landon Collins.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra
So
point.
now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
The 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because They really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Gibson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
The Cardinals' 2-yard line.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
At the 48-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk. They'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes this Washington 42. Cardinals 35. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
It is good. Makes this Washington 49. Cardinals 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play action, they'll throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And the Washington
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. Now Heineke. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Washington.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the option on 2nd down. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Murray's pass.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch, those hidden yards that may not...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Devon Kennard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
By
Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
This is our time.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Murray.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carry the...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Murray to air it out again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Throwing again, Murray. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining to finish. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.